YouTube, GK's back with another video, and this is going to kind of kick off a new series. This is a spotlight, 2 AAA games that I'm really excited about coming from China's Lost Soul Aside and the Black Myth Wukong. Let's talk about them, see a release date, watch a little bit of a trailer, see articles, headlines, maybe figure out a release date, and just overall throw some shine out there, as well as talk about a little bit of controversy and the interjection of Tencent into these video games. But I also want you to leave a comment and let me know what country we should look at next. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like, as that lets me know y'all want to see more content like this.
Yo, it's the GrownKID talk show. Yo, it's the GrownKID talk show. Yo, GrownKID talk show. Yo, it's the GrownKID talk show.
Let's start off with Lost Soul Aside. Continues to look stunning and is coming to the PlayStation 5. This was a Forbes article by Ali Barter. Developed by a small team in China, the game is using Unreal Engine, but it seems to have merged the visual style of Final Fantasy 15 with the functionality of Devil May Cry. Let's sit on this for a second. The game devs, I believe, came out and said that they were super inspired by Final Fantasy 15, and I find that a little funny because a lot of people just threw hate at Final Fantasy 15 for so many things. I, for one, have it in my top 5 of all time of favorite Final Fantasies, and the Devil May Cry, I think, is more of akin to the combat style of it. It was officially announced during Sony's Chinese PlayStation 5 conference, which I kind of missed. I guess I need to maybe pay more attention to that, just like Geek Week, Netflix's thing, like I talked about in that other video. If you didn't know, the love child of those two games did get an 18-minute gameplay trailer, as well as an official trailer for cinematics and story. It's a really good sign when things release trailers because they show they're confident enough. And in doing some research about the game, apparently Tencent has acquired a minority stake in Lost Soul Aside developer Ulti0 Games. I believe that the minority stake is 10%. So Tencent is a huge tech giant. It's confusing to me. I just know that there was a leak and or a hack or some kind of personal gamer information sent to or sent by, and Tencent was directly involved as being this kind of conglomerate for that information. I'm not very sure of that story, but I know that the reputation of Tencent isn't exactly super high, and I just thought it was interesting that they went and got a piece of Lost Soul Aside. Otaku Art had this article: when is Lost Soul Aside coming to the PlayStation 5? Lost Soul Aside is an upcoming action-adventure RPG from the sole developer and creator Big Yang that takes heavy inspiration from Final Fantasy 15, and after it went viral in 2016, so the game has existed for a very long time. This sole developer got offers from different gaming companies and finally partnered with Sony, resulting in Ulti0 Games Foundation. So we're talking about like one person who kind of started this thing, and it's grown. And I always want to show props to that kind of motivation and that kind of creativity. You can do whatever you set your mind to. I know the positivity coming right now is not what we're used to over here, but this is really dope. Unfortunately, the game has been again postponed. So I think it was supposed to come out this year, but was delayed. And now Lost Soul Aside will be released in 2022. The game was delayed once, and this is outside information. I didn't pull the article for this because they don't want to release anything with any bugs. It was a very strong stance and quote from one of the devs, but now it seems that the newest delay, in my opinion, was to make it for the PlayStation 5. I don't think that this indie dev that was kind of by himself had any plans to do a PlayStation 5 back in 2016, and they decided to really up the ante and give us a PlayStation 5 version. So that's really exciting. So I'm okay with the delay because I have made some delay videos in the past, and I think a lot of them were BS. But in the case of Lost Soul Aside, devs talking about they don't want any bugs at all and they want to make it for the PlayStation 5, it really is a positive. So let me know what you think of Lost Soul Aside. Looks like it's going to be hitting on all fronts. Now for Black Myth Wukong, where a little bit more of worse news has come out.
Yo, it's the GrownKID talk show. Yo, it's the